Now it gets quiet for us.
If I can have your attention, we'll go ahead and get started, folks. Got just a couple more people coming in the door, it would appear. Okay, I'll go ahead and get us kicked off here. Good evening. My name's Jim Nelson. I'm the Executive Director of Lake Agassi Habitat for Humanity, and I'll be facilitating tonight's program. And I want to welcome each of you to our dedication tonight. And I want to also acknowledge special guests, starting with the partner family. So we're gonna have them come forward and speak in just a moment. But Sarah, if you just want to raise your hand, Sarah Brooks. How about a round of applause for Sarah? She has two wonderful young daughters, Rachel and Elaine, that are here somewhere. We'll hear from them, and I think Rachel's over here. We'll hear from them just momentarily. Tonight, Sarah and her family will be accepting this home, and you'll have the opportunity to hear from Sarah in just a few minutes. I'd also like to acknowledge Fargo Mayor Mahoney. Mayor is with us. The City of Fargo provided the lot to Habitat that we're on, so without that gift, we wouldn't have a place to build the house. And the City of Fargo also provided a significant financial gift through federal funds through the home program, which allowed us to build this house as well. So, huge sponsor, huge partnership with the City of Fargo. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you. Also wanted to mention key partners, and they are in your program, and we're going to hear from a couple of them a little bit later on, and Pete will be introducing them. Pete Christopher on the Habitat team. And also want to acknowledge our volunteer crew leaders, and I saw one here. Where's Wayne at?
Back there.
Back in the corner. And our crew leaders are very humble, and they don't ask for really much of anything. They come out here every day and they build. With many of you who've been out here, I recognize faces of people who came out here to swing hammers. So I want to thank our crew leaders. And they're led by our construction manager, whose name is Umberto, and Bert I do see in the corner back there. And he makes things happen. So thank you to Bert as well. So this home is branded our 30th anniversary build, and that tells you a couple of things. We've been around for 30 years, right? That's a good thing, and that we build houses. So it's actually our 66th house since we started in 1991. And when Lake Agassi Habitat was founded, there were no employees. There's a 100% volunteer organization. So Habitat Homes began here in our valley, Cass and Clay County in 1991 by volunteers, all volunteers. And today we have 10 employees. 8 of them are full-time and 2 of them are part-time. So we also have a restore. How many of you have been to our restore? Show of hands. Okay, so we've got folks who know what the restore is. If you don't know what it is, talk to somebody who had their hand up. Because they know. The restore is a thrift retail store for construction goods. And there's always something more at the restore. So Habitat homes are heart-built, meaning that they're built with love and compassion, typically from 275 volunteers for each home. When a family moves into their Habitat home, that's just the beginning of their Habitat story. In addition to getting a safe, affordable home, a Habitat home lays the foundation for a higher quality of life. Not only for the adults, but also for these 2 little ones as well. It creates life-changing opportunities for generations. I'm going to give you 2 examples. Children from low-income families who change schools frequently are at a risk of lower math scores, and they're likely to drop out of school. Second one, living in an affordable home, families pay less money for housing, meaning that they have more money for other necessities like food, automobiles, and health care. At Habitat, we refer to our program as offering a hand up and not a handout, and we do that by offering affordable mortgages. So anyone here who thought we give houses away, let's correct that. Sarah will have a 30-year mortgage based on her income. and it won't have interest, and she'll be able to afford that. Plus these other things we've talked about, like automobiles and health care. So this home is the catalyst that will create a transformation in Sarah's life, and it'll break the cycle of poverty, it'll break the cycle of renting. She's humbled and she's grateful for this home. And I want to close by telling you about our plans for the summer of 2022. We intend to build 3 homes in 2022, and we can't do it without your help. Come on in, folks. We've got plenty of room here. So as I said, we're planning to build 3 homes, and a month ago we were planning to build 4 homes. And then as we started to look at expenses and this thing called inflation that we're all dealing with, we were thinking we might be able to build 5 this summer. We knew we were going to do 4 for sure, and then as we started to see prices come in, we've had to dial that back to 3. We're comfortable that we can do that with your help. So we still need a little bit of help financially on that. What we have seen is a year ago at this time to today, a 30% increase in the cost of homes in this house. So think about that, a 30% increase. And as we're dealing with suppliers for builds that we're going to start this summer, and at this time next year, they're telling us you'll see yet another 20% increase in costs. So simple math, and that's all I can do, but that tells me we're going to see a 50% increase over a 2-year window of time. And folks, we've never seen anything like that. So we really do need your help. We need to rely on our Habitat partners to support us to continue to pursue our mission. Pete will tell you a little bit more here as he speaks about fundraising and how you can give and where you can give and when you can give. So with that, I'm going to introduce our next speaker, which will be Pastor Chris Gordon from Olivet Lutheran.
It is wonderful to be here, to be present at the wall raising here. August?
June.
Is it June? But here we are, and to see this beautiful home, it's a real blessing. So, we'll turn to this presentation of home. We're here today to bless and dedicate this house, the home of the Brooks family. The home was the first institution God established. It is God's gift to the family and to society. It's the privilege and duty of every family to dedicate their home to God, their Creator, Redeemer, and Sustainer. So with gratitude to God who has provided the materials and given us strength to build this home,
we dedicate this home.
To the deep and abiding love that binds the family together,
We dedicate this home.
to the understanding, patience, discipline, and forgiveness essential for the growth and fulfillment of the family,
We dedicate this home.
to the vision, courage, faith, and hope that make life cheerful and serene,
We dedicate this home.
to the beauty and order of cleanliness that provide a wholesome atmosphere and elevate the spirit of Christian living, we
Dedicate this home.
to the training of bodies, minds, and souls of all who live within these walls,
We dedicate this home.
to the work of God's kingdom in the world and in cooperation with His church. We
Dedicate this home to the glory of God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Thank you, Pastor Chris. Next, we're going to hear from Pete Christopher. Pete is our marketing and fundraising manager at Habitat.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you all for coming today. I certainly appreciate that. We're so excited to see Sarah and her little girls. They have their new Easter dresses on too. I was so thrilled about that. So you guys look sharp. Sarah has worked extremely hard for this opportunity. I've got pictures of her up on the roof and everything on this house. So that's an important part of our mission is that our homes, like Jim mentioned, this is not a free home. Our families work extremely hard to get this opportunity, and then, like Jim said, they do repay the cost of the home back to us, which helps us sustain our mission and build future homes. So We'll talk a little bit more about that later when we talk about your donation. And like I said, Sarah's worked extremely hard on this, and I feel like Rachel's got the future of being a Habitat site leader someday. So when she gets a little bit older, if you want to watch our slideshow over there, there's a few pictures of her donning a hard hat already and carrying a hammer around. So you're ready to go, aren't you? Yes. Let's see. Like I mentioned, although all of our families and volunteers work extremely hard building these homes, we can't build the volunteers alone. Your financial support, we get donors both large and small, help ensure that we can continue to build great homes like this and change the future of families change the future for families like the Brooks family. First of all, I'd like to welcome Mayor Mahoney from the City of Fargo.
Thank you.
Events like this really excite us because this is something that we really love in the community, is having people lift up other people, volunteers build this. I'm a little bit concerned on this house because Tia and the crew from planning did the drywall in the back. Sarah, if there's any problems in the future, call us back. We have worked hard in the community to find different opportunities, and my planning department works vigorously. If we've got an empty lot, what could we use it for? And we've been very blessed that we've been able to work with partners that have made this happen, and then all the volunteers that come out and build this house. It's really touching when I get into different political issues in the world today. This is one that touches us all. It's almost like neighbors doing a barn raising where we all work together to bring something together. And the beauty is a young family gets to come in this house and make it their home. And they'll be blessed with love and caring and all the things you do with the home. And I'm so proud, Sarah, that you've gotten this home. And congratulations to everybody who is part of this. So thank you very much.
The City of Fargo has been a long-time partner of us, and we can't thank them enough for this lot to build on and the grant that Tia helped to secure for us. She told me I can't do this, but I'm going to give special props to Tia. Tia has been a champion for Habitat for many, many years. On both sides of the river, she's worked in Moorhead, and we've got lots of lots there and lots of lots here. So how many lots have you helped us get? Pop quiz.
Oh, I don't know, maybe 10 or less.
Yeah, so one day figure that out.
Yeah, it should.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Next, I'd like to introduce the Hector Foundation and Deb Ernst.
Hi. Thank you. I am so pleased to represent the Hector Foundation this evening. Fred would have loved this. He was a man that was born of privilege, but when he became a young man, he told his mother he wanted to farm. And he spent the majority of his life farming. He loved to be in the fields with the farm hands. Way into his 80s, he worked harder than any of his head farmhand, just spoke with them. And I said, we're coming here. And I said, what you can say about Fred? And he said, Fred worked harder than anybody there. He was a humble man. He wouldn't have showed up today. He would have been back there. Humble man that really respected hard work and respected people that, well, he would have really admired this organization and you, Sarah, because he would love a group of people, respect a group of people that not only work with their hands, their hearts and their heads. So that would be Fred, your heart, your head, your hands. And that's you guys. So thank you for letting us sponsor you. That's beautiful children. Thank you.
Thank you, Deb. The Hector Foundation is a fairly new supporter of ours, but I'm super glad that I went on the website one day and learned about Fred and figured that what Deb said was he would fit well with us. And too bad we didn't connect 30 years ago. He would have been a good crew leader, I think.
He would have been right out there with you, Sarah.
Next, I'd like, I guess I haven't seen if Allison is here yet, but the John Deere Foundation. Oh, you're right, funny, with a John Deere shirt on too. Pay attention to that.
On behalf of John Deere and the John Deere Foundation, it really is my privilege to be here this evening to participate in this dedication of this 30th anniversary home. For a company that's celebrating our 185th year in business, we know the power of anniversaries. There are special moments that allow us to both celebrate how far we've come, but also look forward to what we still have in front of us. So the Lake Agassi, the Habitat for Humanity, and its amazing staff has a lot to celebrate here tonight. At John Deere, we are super proud to support the Habitat for Humanity because of our shared belief that the equitable access for safe and affordable housing is essential to human dignity and opportunity. A decent and secure home can empower families to care for their health and well-being, pursue their education and careers, and also achieve self-sufficiency. And over the past 30 years, Habitat for Humanity has empowered more than 65 families in this region, like Sarah Brooks and her beautiful daughters here tonight, by honoring them with dignity and opportunity created by homeownership. On behalf of John Deere, I would like to congratulate Habitat Humanity, its staff, its volunteers, the supporters, the Brooks family, and also and for all that you have earned. We at John Deere look forward to celebrating with you someday in the future, an anniversary where every family in this community has a home. And until then, we're here to humbly support you. Thank you.
Thank you. Another longtime supporter of our mission, John Deere, has been phenomenal, spending thousands of hours with us helping build. Many engineers out there, so we get things done squared and on time and all that fun stuff. We've also had many board members from John Deere and financial support as well, including last year they granted us a $100,000 multi-year grant to help us sustain and plan ahead, which is very important in our work. And they also recently upped the ante and gave us another $25,000 to help to support an additional tool trailer and tools, so that we can build more than one home at one time. So, which thank you for that. And that leads us into we need more crew leaders. We need more skilled volunteers. So not necessarily someone that's going to spend an entire day or an entire build with us, but maybe somebody that will spend an entire day with us or two. And if you have some skills, or somebody with skills with framing or drywall or windows, or if they want to learn that, please come and talk to us. We really desperately need more hands on deck to help build our homes. So Wayne can't do it all, right, Wayne? So yeah, that's all we have for speakers, but I do want to highlight Case New Holland. They couldn't be here today, but they wanted to send their congrats to Sarah, Rachel, and Lady, and to all the volunteers, donors, and Habitat staff on the completion of this wonderful new home. They are honored to be a part of our mission. Another great supporter, Wanzik, actually selected us for their golf tournament last summer, so that was a fun surprise for us. They wrote, Wanzik was not able to be here tonight, but said these words, Wanzik is honored to be part of the Habitat for Humanity's 30th anniversary dedication. When we started planning for our annual charity golf fundraiser last June, Habitat and its mission was a natural choice due to both organizations' commitment to helping make our communities a better place to live and work. For so many people, being able to find affordable housing seems out of reach, but due to the efforts of housing organizations like Habitat, those dreams can become a reality. Thank you so much for everything you do. We look forward to continuing this partnership well into the future. So thank you for Wanzik for that. I will highlight too all the other people at the bottom of your program. These organizations, plus many, many more, many churches, many individuals, help make this possible. Like Jim said, the cost of housing is increasing much faster than the income is in our community. So if you want to be involved in something that's tangible, it's here for generations to come, that will not only help Sarah, but will help her daughters, granddaughters, grandkids at some point. It's
Think a little bit too far ahead.
The point being, this is a generational fix for their families. So again, we want to thank you for coming out today. Jim talked a little bit about how else you can give. One of the simplest ways right now, everybody's got a credit card with them right now today, I assume. This is a fun little contraption we have. You just put it in there the right way, dip your card. And that's a $10 donation, so that'll pay for one wall stud for one of these homes. So it's not much, but it certainly will support the work that we do and other things that we do. So. Other ways, there's a box or a bucket over there and a bucket back there that you can donate. When you tour the home, you'll see a sign back in the back that says we have a text club. You can join. You can send us a text to make a donation. Otherwise, talk to your churches, talk to your organizations that you work with. Think about us in your family planning for wills and things like that. What else? We actually had our first donation of grain this year, so if you know any farmers that want to reduce their income by donating grain, they can do that, which is kind of a fun thing to do. If you have an old car or you're changing cars this year, you can donate your car to us through a fund program. So there's ways to support our work. So thank you again. It's great to see all these people. I know you're all kind of hot and sweaty right now, but you're like me. Thanks for coming.
Sarah talking?
What's that?
Not done yet.
Or nothing?
Yeah, we have more to come. So just want to introduce Brianna Grunberg. Brianna is going to introduce the family. She's going to talk about gifts for the family, and we have a key presentation for the family. Brianna.
All right, so we have several gifts that if you got here before it got really crowded, you can see them kind of around the house. The first one I'd like to recognize is the Altrusa International of Fargo. They've been a longtime partner of ours, and they donate beautiful bookcases for each of our homeowners, and lots of books for the kids and for the family. So that's an awesome partnership that we have, and we're happy that they're able to do that. Their mission is focused on literacy, and so it's a great partnership for our organization. So that's the first gift. And then also back in the corner, kind of hidden, we have some beautiful handmade quilts that were made by the quilters at Olivet Lutheran Church. And so each of the members of the family will have a quilt for their bed. Thank you.
Can I take this one home with me, Rachel? No. I was just kidding.
That's for you. Thank you. All right, and then the Habitat gives each partner family several gifts that are over here on the counter, and each of them symbolize kind of a new beginning for the family. So I'll read through each of those things now. So we have this welcome sign that symbolizes welcoming the family to their new home and welcoming friends and neighbors and everybody. The plant symbolizes growth and nurturing blessings for a healthy future. The sugar, so the family experiences sweetness of their lives together. The loaf of bread, that you can partake together the bounties of your labor and your family may never know hunger. The candle, to be a light to your path and to your world. And the Bibles, to guide you and bless you always. And then a couple other special gifts that we'd like to present include the pantry and bathroom items. Those were sponsored and donated this year by Olmsted Twitchell. The welcome sign was made by the Bio Girls as their service project this summer. And then there's a toolkit in the pantry, and that was donated by Ace Hardware. And then that teal basket was gifted by a young girl named Bella, who wanted to give a nice gift to each homeowner this year. And then the final gift that we have for the family that Sarah has worked really hard for. We're super excited for all of that to begin, their new life to begin here soon. So it's the keys to her brand new house. May these walls keep you safe, these rooms be filled with joy. May your doors always be open and welcome to new friends and happy memories. Welcome home. Thank you. So now I'll present Sarah, and she'll get to say some words. Okay.
So I wrote down a couple thoughts here I wanted to share with you guys over kind of just thanks and what it means to me. So start out by Walt Disney once said, all the adversity I've ever had in my life, all the troubles, obstacles have strengthened me. And I am grateful for the past challenges and hardships that I have made it through. Because of them, I stumbled across my strength and I learned to be resilient. And I am stronger today because of it. The possibility of owning a home was a distant dream for me. After that initial excitement of being selected by Habitat for Humanity as the next homeowner family, I started hearing phrases like sweat equity, volunteer days, and sponsor builds. But the term sweat equity really stuck in the back of my mind. Initially, there's an enormous amount of hour requirements, and it was very overwhelming. Kind of seemed to be a little bit of an impossible task and goal. But months passed, I started in on these hours, and I really had some time to think about what the term really meant to me. The technical definition for sweat equity states, working or acting together for a common purpose, the monetary value assigned to a property or claim. So that's pretty black and white and just doesn't do it justice. So what I came to believe, and I know now in my heart, by doing sweat equity here, building this home, or doing the education classes through Habitat, is that the definition actually means people helping people. It means a community investing in itself, and it means time or resources dedicated to promoting self-sufficiency. So the love and labor spent building this home is not something that a monetary value can be assigned to. This experience and opportunity makes our lives so much richer. And every time that I'll pull into this driveway, I'll always remember the efforts of everyone who made this home a reality. Habitat for Humanity's homeowner program allows me to become a proud homeowner who is educated, who is responsible for a mortgage, who is required to provide and maintain their property, but they just put it within reach for me. Now we're gonna have a place that's safe and stable, in a living environment where I can watch my girls grow up, and that is beyond value. So there's a deep satisfaction that I have been blessed with in being selected for this rare privilege. It's humbled me beyond words, and it's really ignited a fire deep inside me to pay it forward. So my girls are gonna grow up learning the value of philanthropy. I'm gonna teach them and instill in them the importance of giving back and investing in our community. I'm gonna send a challenge out to you guys to help a family like mine and to help Habitat build another home in our community. I love this saying from my favorite childhood hero, Winnie the Pooh, who states, the smallest things take up the most room in your heart. So thank you guys all for making our hearts full. Thank you to those who invested time, money, or supplies, supporters of my family now and over the years, and for this new chapter, an exciting chapter in our lives. And to everyone who helped make standing here today possible, thank you. Your gifts, your voice, and your time really make strength, stability, and self-sufficiency a reality, and we're very happy to be welcoming you into our home today. She brought her speech booklet. She wrote down a couple sentences. She did, and that's her kindergarten teacher. Sorry. Do you want to see what you're excited for? I know what she means. But she's so happy you guys are here in her home.
Thank you. We love you.
Folks, we're going to go ahead and conclude. Before Pastor Chris provides the closing prayer, there's just a couple of things I'd like to mention. I'm going to look in the back. I see Ayan and Abdi. He just went out. That's why I wanted to go quick. Raise your hand, Ayan. They were part of a West Fargo Blitz build we did in 2019. And so thank you for being here to represent the Habitat family. And I see the Innu family here. You'll raise your hands. The Innu family will be 2023 build family for us. So they're here as well. Okay, and we had another family here this year that just left, I guess. So I wanted to introduce them and welcome you in particular to the Habitat family, the Innu family. Also see a couple of board members here. If our board members will raise their hand. Thank you. We need their board leadership, and we can't do what we do without their leadership. And finally, you've heard from 3 of the staff. Bert raised his hand, so put your hand up, Bert. Bert is our construction manager. He is done on Friday. And so this is a huge blow to us because we're just going into the season. We have some contingencies, but if anybody knows anyone who's looking for a great role in construction management, we can't thank Bert enough for what he's done here in the 3 years that he's been with us. But you've also heard from Brianna on my team and Pete on my team as well. And that's it. I said earlier we have 10 employees. The rest are in the restore, and they do a great job, but they don't work in the habitat side where we build. They're on the restore side. So it's the 4 of us that are really building the houses with all of you wonderful volunteers. And we can't do it without you, and I can't tell you how much that means to us. So thank you for that.
Sarah, to you and your girls, on behalf of all of it, all the other churches in the community and other houses of faith, and so many right here in the area, welcome to the neighborhood.
Thank you.
From Psalm 121, the Lord will watch over your going out and your coming in, from this time on and forevermore. Let us pray. Oh God, watch over Sarah, Rachel, and Lainey in all their going out and their coming in. Keep all evil away from their door, and let them share the hospitality of this home with all who visit, that those who enter here may know your love and your peace. And bless all who will visit this home. May they find warmth and peace. Bless this family as they welcome others, just as you blessed Sarah and Abraham when they entertained angels unawares. It's in your holy name that we pray. Amen.
Round of applause. Folks, take a tour through the house if you haven't already. Look at the video, the pictures. There's some refreshments, coffee, lemonade, some cookies. Help yourselves.